Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? Yo, it's our first video of the year. Yo, you get both of us again, beginning of the year. Start the whole year off with all that mining knowledge to all of you awesome people out there. You got Crypto Mikkel, who just walked away, and myself, Nemesis. Yo.
I just shut my door. I was like, oh wait, it's still up.
So what's going on, all you awesome people out there? I see Jason the Tiger Osborne. What's going on? We got Red Llama Cryptos going on. Got that DogeLord in the house. That DogeLord apparel. Go ahead, check out some of that awesome DogeLord apparel at DogeLord.com. Don't delay. Buy today. Oh, and some of that DogeLord coffee. Ooh, at DogeLordCoffee.com. Brew yourself a delicious cup. Right. We got MC, we got Goblin. What's going on? Dumana, Golden Wolf, got Crypto Dave, Inaugurated Guy. What's going on? All you awesome people, how was your holiday? Hope everybody didn't drink themselves too badly where they woke up with their head with the jackhammers going off. I remember being.
Where you remembered?
I remember being like 18. many moons ago. But yeah, and I'm sure you had the chitlins, so you couldn't just cut loose, and the boss over there had to work.
Yeah, she was gone, so I was in charge of them, and it was fun, of course, but time with kids, but couldn't really. They're old enough now where they want to stay awake the whole time, so they definitely stayed awake the whole time. They didn't go to bed till 1, almost 2, and I was like.
Crypto Dave's like, snowy, we'll be shoveling after Chump Stream.
It's snowing here.
It was snowing here. It was snowing today, and I'm like, oh man, it's just not enough to go snowmobiling yet. Almost. It's enough to make you. It's like sitting there and showing an addict, whatever it is that they're addicted to, but telling them they can't touch it yet. There's got to be a little more before you can touch it.
But you can't touch it yet.
Right. It's like, Oh, because I would take a rip across it. There would be no more snow to go back on, so I'd overheat on the way back. It's like a 2-inch dusting. It's like, and I got to go around the lakes because the lake isn't frozen.
Yeah, not frozen enough yet.
I mean, I could do it. I just don't want to stress out the motor.
I just don't really want to end up in the water.
Right, just in case something bad happens. You don't want to do that first rip of the season on your sled without knowing it can handle wide open throttle quite yet. I mean, it sits all summer, you don't know if a little gremlin got up in there, and it's
for sure.
And it's like going to go, hey, you're doing full throttle.
Midway across.
Right, it's like, oh no, it just turned off. Oh my God, I'm dead.
Oh no, it's going to get cold.
Right. I'd rather do that out in the middle of a cornfield. Where you just get the tow home of shame. Oh, Crypto Dave, I'm jealous. 6 to 7 inches. God, I wish I had some. Oh. What's going on, Kunda? What up? So, I was able to get my hands on a Founders Edition 3060 Ti, brand new in a box.
Is that what you sent me the little picture of? And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, this
brand new in the box.
This really cool guy.
That I'm not totally jealous over. Oh!
I went and picked this up today.
Ooh. Ooh. LHR. Oh.
Yeah, it is electric.
Oh.
But
It's the only
it's
thing
not
that sucks.
I mean, LHR is kind of really irrelevant.
Oh no, Sonia. He caught the human malware virus. Been
I
sick.
know.
Well, I mean, if it's been a week, I mean, you're halfway through the bad side of it. So I mean, it can only be getting
Nope.
better from here.
It is true.
I was listening to Dr. Malone talk to Joe Rogan, and he was saying something about whenever he got it, whenever he got COVID, he got like the Delta variant, right? And he's like, dude, it was bad. He's like, dude, it felt like I was gonna die. He's like, but he's like, oddly enough, he said he called it by the generic name, so I had to look it up. And he basically, in order to like kind of help with his chest congestion, he took Pepsid. Like a generic version of it, but it was still Pepsid. So heartburn medication.
Right.
And it seemed to clear. He said, he's like, dude, it was like immensely better. I was like, oh wow, interesting. He's starting up a clinical study, and he just got kicked off of Twitter last night.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it was just like kind of funny how everything just kind of whoop, and it's like he just got FDA approval for his study and everything, and he's like, it's like wow,
Like, ban hammer.
right? It's like oh my god,
Get him off.
right. But yeah. It's like I grabbed that 6600 XT that you showed me too. I was like, oh. I'm like, you
That was a
bastard.
good deal.
I'm like, why'd you show me that, man? It's like,
That's
I got
a good deal,
I
man.
got a GPU addiction, and you're gonna show me good GPU deals to a GPU addict? Oh God,
Yeah.
you enabler! I love you.
I was like, oh, now what I'm looking for right now, I need to finish my, the rest of my 3060s to finish out that rig, and then I'll venture out elsewhere. But want to finish that rig out first. And I was like, all right. So I was like, oh, it's a really good deal. I said, oh, and it's a Nitro Plus. I said, that's really cool. It's even more of like a better deal. And I was like, oh, hell. I was like, I don't need this right now. I was like, but I know who does.
Yeah, hopefully,
who
but
wants to
hopefully,
go further
Sonya, you feel better though, for sure. Hopefully, you're past the bad spot of it though. I don't want to like go off on a tangent without saying that, but yeah, yeah. It's you showed me that. I'm like, oh god, I don't need any more GPUs, but I do. Damn it.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
And now I've got three more E3s coming.
E3s.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you doubling down for while you can, huh?
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Gotta get my fix.
Right. Those E3s, they don't use that much power. They really don't. You can run that on a 110 circuit.
I wasn't knocking.
It's like a space heater over there, bro. If you are a person that enjoys to sleep with a little box fan for like that white noise, you'll love to have an E3 in your room. The noise off of an E3 running is nominal, dude. I mean, it only turns the Delta fans are only spinning at 2,000 RPM. It's not like they're screaming away at 6,200 RPM. Whee!
dude, nice, DogeLord. Just shout out to our boy 100 Bits for the massive support. $137 in shipping for DogeLord coffee.
Bro.
Jeez, in shipping, you must not live in the United States.
And people whine about gas fees. No shit.
Bro, I'm paying real gas fees.
God, it is kind of funny because like I'm sure you've seen the meme that I put down. It shows that lady like doing some like blow, and it's like with gas fees so high, it's almost better to do cocaine and run everywhere. Oh God, that is insane. But thank you very much for the support. We always appreciate it. That's what the DogeLord's here for.
Right.
Golden Bolt's like, deltas are always white noise for bedroom sleeping. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Except when they're at 6,200 RPM. Then it's just like they're little screamers. It's wee. It's like, yeah, you can't sleep with that. But you get one that's just like, barely rolling. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Even the L3 pluses were not bad. Whenever I put my software on there, it was like I was able to put the fan in the quiet mode. Oh, game changer. It would actually, like, you'd hear it, like, the fans ramp down for a little bit, and then you'd hear them ramp back up and pulse out for a little while, then it, like, quiet back out. I was like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of cool.
The Mini Doge and the CKB box does it too. Of course, they're not Delta fans, but they definitely they ramp up. I was like, when it went all the way up, and I was like, it was awfully loud for a little tiny little box. And then it came down, and I've never heard it ever get as loud as it did like the first initial boot, and I was like,
oh yeah, no,
you're a noisy little box.
No, those are miniature deltas. They make they make 90 millimeter deltas, like the little itty bitty guys.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like whenever I pulled the mini Doge apart. They looked like the little mini deltas.
Here's RGBs or no?
No.
I have RGB on my mini Doge.
Yeah, no, mine's no RGB on there. Mine's not that cool.
My CKB box is regular fans.
Doom miner, no. Bitcoin miners get a little bit warmer. Those are the hot boys, or my S9. But my E3, it's no more. It's
no hotter than the memory modules on a 3080.
Right, you're talking about 700, and let's say on the high side, it's about 765 watts on the high side. So you've got 165 watts that are creating, generating BTUs of heat. Think of it like having like a rack of RX 580s, like 8 of them. You're gonna have, right around 650 to like 715 watts. So you're going to be right around the same amount of heat distribution off of something like that, versus where like my S9, with it slightly overclocked, I'm utilizing about, give or take, about 1,400 watts worth of power. So each watt each watt is worth 3.41 BTUs of heat. So it's kind of relative with the wattage that you're using. So it's how you have to kind of know what its consumption is, because you can't produce more heat than what its consumption is.
I think my Dell Deltas are 90 millimeter because they reach my attention sometimes.
Oh yeah. It's like, wee! It's like, oh my lord.
Wolf, there's actually a game that was just a play to earn game that was released on the Nerdos network. So you are correct. I'm reading more into it, but yeah, that is a thing.
Abrams, no, I don't really get too much into the speculative mining. I kind of run myself a little bit more like a business, so it's more or less what's going to be profitable right now that's going to transfer into Bitcoin as soon as I get a payout. So I'm just looking at which is going to just stack sats quick. And then, it's like, depending on how you're mining, depends on, what hardware you have is going to depend on what's going to be the best option for you. No problem, Doom Miner.
I am definitely on the other end of the spectrum for that one. What we would call speculative mining, of course. I don't always convert all of my monthly mining rewards into Bitcoin. I leave some of them as altcoins. Currently, I'm mining Ethereum, but I'm mining Ethereum on the Polygon network, so I don't get paid out in mainnet Ethereum. So that's pretty speculative in itself, because I am not mining the main chain. I am going to a side chain, if you will. That's what you would rather call Matic. That wouldn't call it a layer 2 solution, but yeah, I mine 2 Polygon for that. And then, of course, the FPGAs, they mine spec. That's all spec mining. You're not mining for Bitcoin there. And then, of course, mining Flux with most of my LHR cards. Mine Flux. They're actually a lot more profitable there. Which is where the 3060 rig is going to end up being, as a full Flux rig. Because I think doing the calculations, a 6-card 3060 rig would pull in about almost $400 a month in itself, just 6 little 3060s. And it's about $100 difference between that and Ethereum. Ethereum being the lesser. What to mine is not exact with calculations for Flux, because Flux has parallel assets, and what to mine is not up to date yet with the two newest additions to parallel assets, so their percentages are still off. But if their percentages were correct, Flux would be more profitable. So do your own research, guys.
Right.
Because without me telling you that, you might have not known that.
Cold Wolf's like, I'm going to try to make a Flux node this year for New Year's res. I saw a meme about New Year's res. It was like somebody was trying to explain to somebody else, like in the future or something like that, hey, what is a New Year's resolution? And they just turned around, looked at him, and was like, oh, that's just the first thing. That's the thing that you're supposed to do in the first week of the year.
This is the first week.
Oh, he just switched a few over to Flux today.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, going with a node this year in Flux is going to be interesting. Of course, I'd wait till we hear further information on when the node happening is, because that, of course, is going to lower the amount of flux needed in order to run a node. The least amount it'll take you now is 1,000 flux. So, pretty is too much NVIDIA friendly. No, that's not true. I've ran flux on my Navi cards. Very, very well.
Yeah, you have to kind of look at the watt per hash.
A little bit more.
Yeah, and then you look at the watt per hash on there. A lot of times, yeah, you're not going to get as much hash rate with an AMD card, but you're getting the efficiency out of it.
Yep.
So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off for, you know, hey, NVIDIA's the Ferrari on the algorithm versus AMD is the economical pickup truck.
Right. That's weird. Your ETH or ETC? That one. I would assume you really mean ETC, but
Supposed to be paying you out at 0.13 on Ethermine whenever you have it set to 0.5. So he's got it set for either they don't support that low of a payout, or by the time you get to when they have their payout windows, you've already accumulated the 0.1 necessary for a normal payout. So it might be that. I don't know, I'm taking a guess. I don't really mind like that. So the 6600 is actually a pretty decent GPU. I'm not gonna knock that little bad boy. You're talking, depending on the card, between 50 and bless you, between 50 and 60 watts. You're doing 32 to 33 mega hash.
right.
And then I've got a 6600. That thing utilizes like 41 watts at like 29 mega hash. 28 to 29 mega hash. It like hovers right there. So even that, not bad.
No, thank you, Crypto Dave.
Yeah, and then the E3s, I'm like, for the price that it was offered for the 3 E3s.
Yeah, Robert Conlow, that's a good point. Is the payout once a week? It's a good point. If the payout is paid out once a week, no matter what, it's going to force the payout regardless of your payout suggestion. If they force payouts weekly,
Oh yeah.
so that is a good point.
Oh, he's like, yeah, they are
Yes,
weekly.
they're weekly. Then there you go. That solves the answer. Good
Right.
job, Robert Conlow. You get a gold sticker, buddy. You deserve a gold sticker. If I had one, I gave you a gold. My 1660 supers with 35 mega hashes all day. Love them. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, my 1660 Ti does pretty damn good too. I get like right about 33 mega hash, but I keep the wattage way down on it. I could let it drink and like push it, but nah. Nope.
Make it squeal.
Right.
You have an opinion on mining 2 with Binance Pool? I do not have any opinions. I don't do that. I can't use Binance, so.
Well, we can, but only the American side.
Yeah. But I can't. Therefore, we can't use any of the pool stuff. That's only on Binance Original.
You know, Crypto Dave, I've had Hynix, I've had Samsung, I've had all the Elpida memory types, and the only thing that I've ever found different between any of them was that Samsung allowed for a little less voltage to achieve the same, but it didn't always mean that it mined any better. I've got ones that I'm able to tune with the lower power settings on there, but even if I give it the extra power, it still doesn't give me any extra performance on it. And it actually doesn't hold the overclock as stable all the time. And that's where the kind of like that lottery winner comes in. I've actually got some, whenever I had my RX 580, or the Sapphire Blue Nitros, they had the SK Hynix in there, and those things would hold 33 mega hash all day long. They never, no bad shares, nothing. So it kind of depends. And I was able to do it on those Sapphire Blue Nitros before, like, I knew how to even BIOS mod those things. If I would have BIOS modded them, man, I would have gotten lower power rating on it. Oh, that would have been so nice.
Yeah, my 5600 XTs are like that. I have some that are Samsung. They run cooler and pull less watts.
Right.
But they don't hash any harder.
No.
Which I'm perfectly fine with. It runs cooler, and especially it being on a Navi card, so you know that they already have memory temp issues anyway, so being a Samsung memory, it kind of helps. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit.
No, I never BIOS modded my 1660 Ti.
I haven't done the TIs or the Supers, no. Usually leave NVIDIA's BIOSes alone.
Pretty much.
I've had a 1080 that I've had to mess with before, but nothing other than that.
Abrams knows what I'm talking about. The Elpida VRAM on the OG 570s. It's like, yeah, that company is long gone. What's going on, Jed? It's got a Raspberry Pi Supernode doing 2,000 micro hashes on random SS. Nice. But I wonder how much this 3060 Ti FE edition that I got is going to start playing with the... Because I'm going to try to put it onto the rig that I have, the other 3060 Ti's. If it's going to be like the 3080 FE edition where it just blasts the card behind it with all of its heat. And like thermal throttles the rig out, glitches out the card with too much warmth on it. Oh. I was
It
not.
doesn't sound like fun.
I'm
Thermal runaways are never fun.
yeah. I'm not a fit. Like you remember how whenever the FEs and I saw them, I'm like, man, I'm hesitant on getting them because I know that they're going to sit there. One's going to thermal throttle the other if you put a group of them together. And all you have to do is just put one facing any card. And like, I'll watch all the rigs. Any card that's right behind it, like, totally glitch out. And I know that the 3060 Ti FE edition is kind of halfway still set that way. It's like, yeah, both the fans are on one side, but it's still got the pass-through cooler. Oh, the Cammy girl. Hopping over to Chump Changes Tax Talk.
Uh-oh.
That's always I always recommend if you got a big enough of a rig set, set up an LLC and get a tax guy. Those will be the two best words of wisdom. Oh, the king girl.
Not financial advice.
No.
So, just
words of wisdom.
words of wisdom.
It's just that you get so much more tax write-offs as a business than you do as an individual. Or at least here in the United States, they took away a lot of the individual tax write-offs.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. I felt that one whenever they were like, oh, as a mechanic, you can't take a tax write-off of your tools anymore. As a mechanic, the tools you have to buy in order to do your job.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Abrams, like, definitely great advice about the LLC. Yes. At least set it up into an LLC so you can get some of the tax write-offs. Because you can do tax write-offs of your equipment for 3 years.
Yeah, depreciating value.
Right. Yeah, Kunda, for sure. You get to that point where you're like, man, I'm kind of making as much as I do at my job. You might want to start a business. LLC, S Corp, or make an offshore holdings company, something.
That way, and it protects you too.
Right. Still paying taxes. It's just you're trying to make it to where you find as many coupons as possible. It's all about the coupons. So, yeah. And then getting these E3s. I mean, these E3 amp miners, man, these things are going to be freaking amazingly profitable.
Why are you getting E3s? I'm curious.
Well, whenever you can get 3 of them for $1,000, you kind of jump on it. And it mines Ethereum Classic pretty nicely. 3 of them will mine about Give or take. It depends on the day, of course. You get the fluctuations a little bit here and there. But between a half an ETC to a full ETC a day.
Okay.
And it only runs. It only takes the like $3 for or was it? No, I'm sorry. It's right. Is it $3? It's like it's right around like $3 a day in electric, give or take. I think it was. I'd almost have to pull up my. I know I got it down somewhere here. Hold on. I know I wrote it down. Where is it? Is that here? No, that's not it. Should be here. Yeah. $1.80 a day. Each one. So
how often do we stream though? We stream almost every day of the week there. Crypto Dave. Literally. Just about. Some of it is on the channel.
Right. Got all different kinds of stuff. Mining, trading, degen stuff.
Doing play to earn stuff. That's coming up on the chopping block.
And then I'm also looking at doing like a kind of like the traditional economic market and how it kind of plays into the crypto market too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Somebody's asking for advice. We don't do that around here, right?
Oh yeah, I don't do that. I gotta walk away.
Right. There's nobody
I
responsible.
gotta go take a grumpy.
No, nobody here is responsible enough for advice. We would need an adult for that.
Yeah, I need an adult. That.
You see, that's where you have to sit there and listen to our man, Jay, the Weatherman variant. Our man is a great chart analysis, and he'd help guide you a little bit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He won't tell you what to do, but he can help make sure you're informed with your decisions. Right, Doom Miner, no advice, just opinions.
Yep. No advice. Well, what's the coin? Let's start there.
Right. Which shit coin did you get into? How bad down the shithole?
Yeah,
shitcoin.
Doom Miner.
Yes, very correct. It's like which shitcoin rabbit hole did you go down?
Yes, Jay is awesome. You're very, very correct on that. Later there, Conda. Have a good evening.
Oh, that's too funny. May your coffee be hot and delicious. Laters. Ooh, don't delay.
Man.
Brew today.
It'll be hot and delicious in the morning. When
Uh-oh. He got into a new one.
Coin web. I never heard of it, man.
Never heard of it. Oh.
It's like 4 days ago. Oh, man. So
He went down a really shithole fucking rabbit hole on that one. Uh-oh.
It's just a DGM play. Pumped hard, millions of dollars, yep. But now it's crashed by millions of dollars, right? So what you're going to be looking for now is the floor of where it's going to rest. It's going to rest there for a little bit before it comes back up, if it comes back up. I mean, make sure that the thing has like a good project. Make sure it has actual things working for it, to kind of know if you're going to get that feeling, if you should just leave it and watch it, or just cut your losses and get out. it dumped after 3 to 4 recoveries, yeah, man, you better get out. If it's at 3 to 4 recoveries and it's still dumping, you better cut your losses before you lose everything. That's not financial advice any at all. Just an opinion.
It's just,
If I did that, that's what I would do. I'd
yeah.
be out by now.
And I avoid all these situations altogether. That's just my thing.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a rug pull. Yeah, I don't think it's a rug pull either. If there's trading volumes, I wouldn't think it's a rug pull. It's just no liquidity. What you had was greedy people. Price pumped. They pulled every bit of liquidity that they possibly could to make money. And that means nothing left for everybody else. Biggest platform of the year, supposedly. Well, it's day one. What do you mean the year? 4 days ago. It's a joke, but biggest launch pad. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. There's tons of launch pads.
It's like, I've never heard of V-Launch.
It's hosted by V-Launch. The coin web is the coin. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, what up, Techman? I was actually about to message you. Check general, alright. Checking. Check general tick. I'm checking, I don't see anything.
You see that, Jed? That's another reason why I don't really listen to too many
oh, dang.
influencers. I don't care how many of them are talking about it, because you don't know on the backside if how much you're getting paid to pump it, or how much did they get involved, and now they're trying to pump it to their big
recoveries was them getting out.
Right, you saw them pumping it hard to get people to come in so they can pull out at the cost of all their viewers.
Dude. Yeah, I wouldn't. My personal advice, man, I wouldn't trust that guy.
Oh God,
I wouldn't.
He is such a
That's just my
fucking
personal-
shitcoin shiller. Oh my God.
Noise-wise, I mean, you can be a shitcoin shiller and be an okay person.
No, this guy's
reason
like
why he's not an okay person, in my opinion, is because he dumped on his followers and got caught. And
more than once. Right along with fucking Supo Man.
that's why even me being a degen, I'm very leery upon the things that I try to talk about, because I don't want that effect. I will give you advice on a project, but I won't tell you if I'm going all in on a project or anything, because I don't want that to happen and be like, oh look, you went all in and they're out. Well, I got out a long time ago, so you know, I don't want that kind of conversation.
And I just steer clear of it altogether, going, no, it's shitcoin shit. I'm not promoting it. You know,
I don't know there, Jed. It's possible it could pump back up. You really don't know.
Right.
But if you want to be safe, I'd get out. Worst that happens is it pumps and you miss out on the pump. The double worst that happens is it goes down further and you lose all your money. So either take what you got now or have nothing.
It's not that you got scammed. I mean, unless they're...
He bought a fake pancake swap token.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Man.
Oh, ouch.
Be careful. I'd stay away from big boys, crypto. Yeah, I'd stay away from big boys, too.
Oh, my God, yeah. BitBoy got in trouble over a few different little things. And then called out by fucking Anthony Pompliano.
That looks good, Tech Man. He painted his Octo Miner. He's going Fallout themed, so it's blue and yellow.
Nice.
Looks really good, dude. Yeah. That happens, man. It's easy to, code's forkable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not anything out of the ordinary for them to fork a code and say it's one thing, but really not.
Judd, yeah, you're fine. Don't look for him either.
No, he didn't buy into the MM crypto. The token MM crypto was shilling. Or it might have been. I don't know. He said it was CoinWeb.
Yeah, it's just something that he was shilling.
Something he was talking about.
He gets paid like big bucks to shill for people. It's almost like what the heck is that one chick? Brit Vidance or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like listening to some of those influencers, like especially when they were all shilling high leverage exchanges, and it's like people don't realize that as they were shilling this, they were making like $30,000 a month from the platform to shill it to their viewers. So, and watch them get wrecked with high leverage because they don't understand that 20% leverage is your house.
Yeah, you definitely don't bet more than you're willing to lose.
Oh, yeah. So it's something that I just can't do. Just won't do it. No. Did you know that 2/22 of 2022 lands on a Tuesday?
Oh, it's perfect.
It's a lot of twos.
Is it the second Tuesday?
I think so.
That'd make it even better.
No, it would have to be the third. Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Right. Unless it's like a weird month all of a sudden, like, cancel culture changes it. Be like, no, today it lands on the second Tuesday.
It's better than no music.
So, you got any hardware you're eyeballing for this year?
Just a few more 3060s, so I can finish out the rig. Other than that, not sure. I want to see what's going on with the new Silicon stuff. Personally, because they make good mining equipment, so I'm sure they'll make some good mineable GPUs. But will it be like beating a dead horse at that point? I don't know.
Right.
So, I mean, kind of anyone's game right now. If you want to survive, it looks like on scale, going ASICs is going to be the way to go. But I don't really like ASICs, so it is what it is. I mean, now I own some, so I can't say I don't like them, but they are
so easy to deploy.
They do pay the bills.
They're so easy to deploy, though. you plug in power, Ethernet, you put in your wallet address, what pool you're mining to, and you clean it every so often. It's not like a GPU rig where you're like, oh shit, I gotta update it. Oh shit, it's no longer stable after the update. Fuck! Oh, now the new update doesn't like my old overclocks. Damn it! Oh, the riser died. Hey man, Jed, don't go chasing down the money rabbit hole. If you're always chasing money, you're always losing. It's like a heroin addict. You'll never get that high again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like looking to like make money off your money, making degen calls is not the way to go.
No.
I mean, eventually you will hit one that's gonna be like good payout.
But how much you got to lose in the process?
Are you gonna run out of money first? That's the question. Are you gonna run out of money before you get the good try? It's like playing slots. Are you gonna get a jackpot before you run out of money?
Right.
Don't know.
And
find out.
For the love of God, if you put $20 in and you lose it, don't put $40 thinking you're gonna earn it back.
Well, yes, Tech Man, their doorstops on algos fork, but I'm not talking about like shitcoin ASICs. I'm talking about Bitcoin ASICs.
Right.
Bitcoin ASICs pay the bills. I should state that better. If you're gonna buy an ASIC, buy a Bitcoin ASIC. Bitcoin's not gonna fork, so buying a Bitcoin ASIC is
I made a
pretty solid bet.
I made a gamble with E3 Antminers, but I've proven basically that they have more utility than what people think, because they're just SoC chips with memory modules.
Yep.
So they're reprogrammable infinitely.
You could see Jed, but I mean, like I said, if that was like your only money that you have, like all your money that you have, I wouldn't have made the call.
Right.
Not financial advice.
No. But if you would have,
from friend to friend, I wouldn't do it.
Right. But if you would have listened to Jay, you would have been more informed. Not been told what to do, but had more information.
Well, you've learned now.
Right.
Now you know. Now you know.
Yeah, it's like, but for me though, for the same question though, I'm kind of looking forward to the next generation S19.
Right on.
That's supposed to be just under 150 terahash.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And talking about that, did you see Bitcoin's hash rate? It fucking had like a 30% spike today. Over all-time high.
Jed, he teaches that here. It's just on a different day of the week.
Right. Like
Jay will
Monday,
normally
Tuesday.
stream either on Monday or Tuesday by himself, but then he's on Wednesdays with me. So there you go. Tonight's just mining, mainly mining. Either Monday or Tuesday, whenever Jay is off and free, because his schedule kind of varies on those 2 days. He'll stream technical analysis and trading Bitcoin, and then on Wednesdays we go over DeFi, which is aimed towards like charting DeFi coins and like how to trade and take a risk analysis against DeFi type coins. And then on Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Yeah, Jed. Yeah, YouTube sucks like that. They don't like to. They shadow ban some channels.
Oh yeah, they do that.
And we're definitely one of them.
Sometimes unsubscribing and resubscribing helps. Sometimes.
But not always.
Not always.
Most of the
But
time, YouTube just doesn't like us. We've already tried getting monetized, so we already know they hate us.
Whatever.
Right?
Too much good info. I get it.
I know. They're like, shh, silence these people.
These guys up.
They speak too much truth throughout here. But beyond that, like, you know, it's like you see the Bitcoin spike that's just coming out. I'm thinking that's the new Bitmain ASICs being tested. It would make sense. And then the other bit of hardware that I'm looking forward to too is the Intel. I'm kind of excited over that one. It's like Intel hasn't made a discrete graphics card in a very, very, very long time. It's been since the 90s.
Yep. YouTube needs competition.
Yeah.
They do have competition, but surprisingly, the competition can't ever match up.
Right. It's like I try to watch BitTube, but it gets glitchy. There's a few other ones. It's like, yeah, it's nice, but again, because it's a shared network, it sucks. Intel GPUs, yes, Jed. They are coming out with a discrete GPU for the first time in fucking couple decades.
Yep.
Do minor, and they're sold out. Right, and they're gone. Yeah, pretty much.
And then InnoSilicon is also making some GPUs as well.
And they will be full GPUs.
There'll be 4 contenders in the GPU market. It's great, to be honest. Need some more.
Well, Library is now Odyssey because Library got in trouble. Yeah.
Library got sued by the SEC.
And they're gone.
And Odyssey was one.
All right.
Because they're based in the United States now. Their issue is because they weren't in the United States. Oh, they got ripped by lawsuits. Yep.
Yep.
They did. Because they weren't in the United States. Stupid.
Sure is.
Yeah, the ARC GPUs are nice. That's for sure. They look nice. Specs look nice. Time will tell. It'll be a while before you'll see anything hash on them like immediately. If they are hashing pretty well immediately, give it time. Give it time. This is a whole new architecture, so things will take time.
Right, and the way that they supposedly that their architecture is set up, it's like an in between how NVIDIA's solution and AMD's solution. So they've integrated some of the memory utilization with a high-speed core brute force behind it, kind of like a little blend instead of favoring one versus the other.
Right. Correct.
So it's like I wonder how in between it they'll really be with intensive workloads because of that. Be interesting. Because they're going to be limited by the same memory modules. So, interesting stuff.
Thank you.
Yes, Jed, that will be my audio. Most people can hear the GPUs rolling. I mean, there's 52 of them rolling with ASICs, and most of the GPUs are in server cases. So all the server cases have Delta fans on them. So my GPU mining is actually louder than all the ASICs I own.
Release date supposed to be Q1.
Right. Sometime in Q1. Not really sure.
CES is on the 4th, so
Which it'll be mostly virtual now.
Yeah, but I imagine we'll probably know a release date at CES. I'd imagine.
It's like I've been following for a while, and only until 2 weeks ago you didn't know what DCA stood for.
Yep, dollar cost average.
Jason the Tiger Osborne's like, Nemesis has the sound of money. Cha-ching,
Right.
cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
It's got the sound of sats.
Right. That's the sound of stacking
Sounds of
hard.
It's the sound of sats being stacked.
Right, stacked real hard. Really hard.
Stacking them hard.
Right, so hard.
Took me months to figure it out.
It's all about that dollar cost average.
Cost average, man. The reason why we are called that is because it's a dollar cost average adventure. The dollar cost average in the mining, trading, DeFiing, if that's your fancy, of course. Building a brand. Now, play to earn games is a thing nowadays. So, DCAing into that because you don't want to go all in case anything happens. Nodes, everything, man. You DCA into everything.
Oh yeah, and talking about that, it's
Especially
like I
yourself.
had a DCA into 2 rigs to get dummy HDMI dongles.
Yeah, for those those tough boards, huh?
Yeah, those Asus tough boards. There is no setting to where it will not reboot with no matter what I do without a monitor in. I tried putting in a keyboard, doesn't boot. Soon I can unplug the keyboard, just plug in a monitor, reboot instantly. Doesn't even question it. If I don't, it boot loops, and then when I finally do plug in a monitor, it boots in safe mode into BIOS.
Well, that's weird.
Because it boot looped looking for the monitor input.
Yeah, I actually do play to earn games, and I do play to earn. Last week I earned like, I don't know, about $8 or so playing Axie. So, yeah, I play to earn. And I'm not like full time devoted to it either. I'm not going to talk about play to earn games that aren't worth your time, because time is very important.
Right. You're whenever you're gaming and you're earning, you're looking at that as you're inputting your time and effort as the mining algorithm.
Yep. Boot loops, worst cereal ever.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Terrible.
The worst ever. Totally bad.
Real bad. Yeah, Theta Arena's fun. It's a fun game. It's hard to find a play to earn game that is 100% free to get into, though. I have found that to be true. There's always some barrier to entry. Always. If they have free to play, you're not earning. You're just playing for free. There are a few. Yeah, timing equals money. That's right.
Fuck yeah.
Timing equals money for sure. If it did pay me a decent amount a week, I'd play. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You have to make NFTs to play. It's true. They're not always cheap. I promise you that.
Especially if they're on Ethereum.
Spider tanks cost me like $300 to play that game. Yeah, see, making NFTs is like, you've seen what you've done before. You know, you design NFTs, so like, your time is money. Like, you're designing NFTs, like you're drawing, you're making artwork. The more you take away from that, the less it brings you.
Right.
If you're playing a bunch of games, it's not earning you anything at all, not even like knowledge. Really, it's not benefiting you. It's not a valuable way of DCAing your time.
Right.
I gotta hop off here, guys. I'm starting to like.
We're up too late.
Man,
You're getting old over there.
My sinuses are just not doing it right now. I started sneezing constantly, and now I'm like, I feel the drainage. I'm not having it.
Yeah, I had that a little earlier before getting onto here.
What up, Steven?
What up, 96?
Not much, buddy. About to head out of here.
Right.
Go take some Benadryl and go to sleep. Because I cannot take Benadryl during the day. Y'all wouldn't have seen me tonight if I did. Then would have been calling me like, "Where you at?" My wife probably would answer, be like, "Man, his ass passed out."
Well, all right, my man. Fucking yeah, we should probably head up out of here. So definitely, guys, smash that Lizzie like button if you're new here. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. Double check to make sure the bell notification's on, because we know how YouTube likes to turn that shit off, because they don't like us. We know how it is. We're on to them. We see what they do.
Okay. I like us.
Right.
All that matters.
So definitely stay tuned for all the shenanigans during the week. Jay either on a Monday or a Tuesday, and then we got Mikkel with the DeFi, DGen stuff, play to earn stuff. Oh yeah, all that good
play
stuff.
Play to earn's probably gonna end up being like middle of the days usually.
Woo!
I don't really like playing games late at night. It makes me really tired. Makes my eyes strain. I can play games all day during the day, but as soon as it gets like dark out and I play games, it's a wrap. Like, it's just not what I do. So those will probably be like.
See, I was always that guy that would be like in the dark playing with the TV on, be like, oh yeah.
Man, that used to be me, but now it's not me anymore. I think
you old man, kids. You old fart.
Kids. I blame having kids.
You're old now.
Yeah.
I hear it in your voice.
I hear it in your voice. I hear it in my voice tonight.
So, alright guys, definitely drop the FAs in the chat before we head up out of here. Spam it hard. And then we'll be hopping up out of here.
Right. And then be on the lookout all this week for all the new thumbnails. All the thumbnails will be different from here on out, so don't be looking for the same thing.
Woo! They're going to be sensual, guys. You're going to love
it. Tonight's was one of the new ones.
Woo! Oh, we got all the FAs coming in now.
FAs.
Woo, we got all those FAs. Look at that, because to all you sexy motherfuckers, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome. Well, I'm glad that all of you guys had a safe New Year's, didn't drink yourself too badly. We're responsible hashers. I'm just saying. I know how you are. All you degens out there. I see how it is. And we'll definitely see you all on the next one, guys. Yo, and stay savage.
Later, guys.
Yo.